What is going on, guys? Welcome to my first music and year list. The list is going to be a lot of new lists coming in the next few days, so I hope you enjoy that. And today I will be counting down my top 10 most disappointing films of 2016. These are the films that I seen in 2016 that I was very excited for. I was very pumped. I was very ready for this film in a way. To when I actually saw the film, I was kind of let down. A lot of these films are really bad films, but the expectations that they were getting, I was just really let down by it. I really was. Yeah, and there have been a lot. This year has been the best year for films. I can admit that. A lot of people think it's the worst year for films. I certainly don't think so. But it was more of a disappointing year for films. Because a lot of films I was really excited for, they just didn't let me down. So, but before we begin this list, I do have some dishonorable mentions. They are as followed: Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising, Trolls, Equals, Morgan, Jane Got a Gun, The Secret Life of Pets, I Saw the Light. I'll be surprised that's not my top 10. You would know what that really mean. The lead for this, I've recently saw that film. Not a bad film, but not good either. It could be amazing, but from the next downfall, but it wasn't. The Light Between Oceans, and lastly, The Girl on the Train. Women high if I didn't get my inspiration as well, but let's just get to the list. Starting off at number 10, Ratchet and Clank. Now, if you guys personally know me, I'm a huge Ratchet and Clank fan. I played all the games growing up. I am doing walkthroughs of Ratchet and Clank. I have a couple of videos on my channel, on my second channel very soon. And when I found out they were making a film, I was pumped out of my mind. I was like, yes! Like, I was really excited for a Ratchet and Clank film. Like, and I actually really like the trailers. Again, no, Ratchet and Clank is actually my third most anticipated film of this year. I know. I think I was the only person that actually had that high on their list. But then I actually saw it, and while I enjoy it, I was kind of let down by it. I mean, not a bad film per se, just it's an enjoyable film, but it's just one of those films that probably shouldn't have put the film that well. I was really let down by Ratchet and Clank. It's a fun time, don't get me wrong. It had some good animation, had some good moments, had some fun moments. But this is, again, it's one of those games that I feel like doesn't really translatable to film. It's one of the games that looks just better as a game. I mean, it probably happens with a lot of game movies, but this is more of a prime example. And enjoyed it, I spent a lot more on this. Coming in at number 9, Dre State Jones. This one gonna be high on by this most disappointing list. A lot of people gonna be surprised that this is a little high on the list, but I had a lot of them that disappointed me. I know. And Freak Jones had one of those stories that had potential. It had some greatness to be amazing, but it just didn't live up to the potential. It was a snooze fest. It was like, yeah, it was basically like that for the whole film, a snooze fest. And I have a lot of snooze fests here. Maybe I should do a top 10 snooze fests. But anyway, I'm not getting at myself. Again, it has some good performances. Everyone does a fantastic job. This is one movie that has one thing: wasted potential. And it's nothing but speeches to the point where it gets boring. And in a story like this, it shouldn't be boring. It should be enthralling. It should be investing. I'm like, okay, why is he doing these speeches? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'm not gonna say much about this film anymore. It's like, coming number 8 is a director I love, and he made the first film that I was severely I didn't like, and that's I directed by Robert Zemeckis. You guys know me, I love Robert Zemeckis. He's one of my favorite directors of all time. He's my most underrated director of all time. I basically really liked or loved every film he has released. This, however, yeah, it's not bad film per se. It's not anything god awful. It's just kind of boring at times. And it has good performances, some good moments. And it looks great. But I just really care for the romance. And this movie is kind of centered on the romance. I really don't care about the romance. The movie falters. And this one movie I just didn't care what was going on. Again, it had some good moments. It's shot well, it's acted well. Just story wise and character wise and substance wise, I just didn't have much to grab onto. And I hate to say it about Robert Zemeckis' film, I was really let down by this film. It really was. Even Robert Zemeckis couldn't make a great film this year. That's saying something. And coming at number 7, it's a horror film that could have been great. But it just, because of the director, but it just didn't live up to that Blair Witch. I was actually pretty excited for Blair Witch. I mean, it's directed by Adam Wingard, who done Your Next and The Guest, 2 films I loved. So thinking him doing a direct sequel, not a reboot, a sequel to Blair Witch, I was like, this is gonna be great, right? Wrong. While it has a couple good performances and a very scary 20 minutes, which is basically what the film wanted to be, not only is it kind of a retread of the first film, which I think is actually good enough for a film. Doesn't really live up, doesn't really hold up all today though, but it's still not that bad for a film. Not only was a retread of that film, but it was boring and all the characters are unlikable. Okay, so unlikable and jump scares galore. My god, have you learned? I mean, this has been a great year for horror. I mean, you have Don't Breathe, Conjuring 2, The Witch. They were all end up being great horror films. But this is just not one of those horror films that could have been great. I mean, if you like this one, that's fine, because I know people that actually really like Blair Witch. Personally, I just really didn't care for her that much. I really didn't. Now, 6 is was a project I was really excited for because the director involved from the source material, but fell short. That is The Legend of Tarzan. That was actually pretty exciting. The trailer looked amazing. I like the cast of most of them, but it's one of the weeks compared to the last 4 Harry Potter films. I'm lucky he managed to redeem himself with Fantastic Beasts and went fine, because this, yeah, not a bad film, just nothing good either. Again, it's boring. It should be a fun. I give Davies maybe trying to do an emotional take on Tarzan. But do we honestly need that? Seriously, do we honestly need an emotional take on the character of Tarzan? Because personally, I don't think we need that. It doesn't have a fun, entertaining film. It has a couple of fun. Well, I've been involved in Samuel L. Jackson, who is the bright spot to this film. And it's just so dreary downpour. It has good moments, has great performances, but it's just so kind of slow, boring. It has a lot of plot points that go nowhere. And Christoph Waltz. What do you think of this poor villain job? Seriously, it could have been amazing as a director, but it just didn't really like one film I wanted to be. Just number 5. Let me get to top 5. We went to number 5, which is a sequel to a film that I really didn't like. And this film could be amazing because of the people involved and the director. But you get where I'm going. Number 5 is Jack Reacher, Never Go Back. Now, I really like the first Jack Reacher. It's something amazing, but it is an absolute blast of film to watch. And I think I was actually pretty interested in a sequel. Because one thing, I love Tom Cruise. Say what you want about him as a person, but he's a really dedicated actor. He wants his fans, and he's really dedicated to his work. He really wants to entertain the audience. He is a capable acting star, even in his 50s. You can see which one of him as a person, but he gives 110%. Supposed to have the coolest moments in the film. And you have the director of Blasting. I a fantastic film. Okay, this could be a recipe for greatness, right? And you probably see more in there, because I'm pretty sure it's a not good film. Like, it has a couple good action scenes, and a couple good performances, and a couple good moments, but I mean, even Tom Cruise seems like he wants to be like, hey, I'm Tom Cruise, I'm some X-star, yay! And don't even get me started on that damn daughter character. She's one of the most annoying characters I've heard this year. Are you seeing this year? My god. And we had a good start to it, but it took a huge nosedive and just came on left. And the action could have been amazing, but it played too safe to a point where it's just not memorable. I hate to say that. I was really looking for something better than the first one, but I just, again, took a huge nosedive and finishing on the first film. Yeah. Number 4 is a premise that I was it could have been amazing and from a great director, but you see him going, you follow the short, and that is. And my number 4 is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I was definitely excited for this film. It has a great cast to it. It has a big premise about this kid who goes to this place called Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children with this kid called Peculiar with some special abilities. Imagination runs it. I thought it was that thing between Harry Potter and X-Men. Well, it's got Dr. Tim Burton, one of the best directors we'll meet today. He has been had a couple of meh films in the past and some questionable films, but I still love the guy. I love anything Tim Burton does. I love anything Tim Burton does. And his style's there. Step-6-wise, not so much. Not so much. It could have been interesting when tearing out. It does have a couple of those moments scattered here and there, but it's far few between. Something boring in Age of Butterfield. I like you, but you're not doing so good. You're not. I liked him a lot, especially in his game in Tennis and Saints. But he just really didn't know. Okay, he was one of the most dullest, most boring protagonists I've seen in film in quite some time. He's just, it's just, and there's one thing that really does me go, what? Why would you do that? Plus, Samuel Jackson, while he's entertaining, isn't really a good villain at all. Yeah, this is a premise that could have been interesting. But it could have been the magic from the books. I haven't read the books, but I heard they were great. But it just didn't live down to the potential that you wanted. Really. Number 3 was a film I was pumped out of my mind to see. I was like, oh my god, this film, because of the trailer, the cast, the director, you didn't want it. And I did enjoy it, but I wanted more. I wanted so much more. And I guess number 3 is Suicide Squad. Again, I enjoyed this film. I gave like a 72B. But I really want more of this film. I really want some more. It wasn't the amazing film I wanted to be. Like, it had some awesome performances from Will Smith, Margot Robbie, Jared Leto, even Jai Courtney of all people. And Viola Davis, they were all great. Alright, had some great fun action, had some very great moments. Had a lot of fun to it, but yeah, I'm still upset that we kind of got any of Jared Leto's Joker in the film. Like, it really upset me that we haven't got like, any of his character in the film. I wish I got to see more of his character. I'm not going to see him later on in the film, but I actually really like what they were doing in the Joker, but then they wasted him. And the ending is also like another film which we'll talk about later. It's very choppy and worn out. The villain for Cara Diviz, the Enchantress, isn't great at all. She's really interesting, but she goes like... And the story is kind of messy here and there. Yeah, I enjoyed this film and all, but I wanted it to be amazing. I wanted it to be one of my favorites of the year. But it just didn't live up to the hype. My god. Number 2 was a film that I was really pumped on. I was begging for it to be great, but it just really let me down. That is Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. And this is probably going to be everyone's most disappointing film list, because again, this film had the potential to be amazing. Like, I could go on and on about all the things I went wrong in this film, but honestly, I think I can blame this enough. Not only that, I'm a channel, but to everybody, it's my mom. So I may talk about it in another video. So I think I explained enough. So I'm gonna keep it short. It could have been amazing, but it just like that. It has a good performance, especially from Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Jimmy Irons, and it has a good action scene that visually great. Again, style, no substance. And don't give me started on just as big that stupid stain market bullshit. Just Zack Snyder, you fucked it up. if you guys know me personally, if you guys pretty know me, if you guys been following the channel for a while, you guys know that my number one most disappointing film shouldn't come as no surprise. If you guys knew what my number what this point film was going to be, because this is what I was pumped out of my mind exactly what it was high on my most disappointing film list, because that huge quite bit on the first film, and I was deciding when they're finally going to make a sequel, and I actually really back the trailers. And this film ended up being a total disaster on proportions. And I'm going to do my number one most anticipated film of 2016 is Independence Day Resurgence. I'm not going to talk about too much about this because I'm kind of saving this for my wish list. But it's still just looking down. There's something honestly redeemable. I didn't give it a 4 as because of Jeff Goldblum bouncing. Even he doesn't say this one. So I get back to a 0. This could make kind of amazing, but you have to shoehorn in all these characters. You have to go through so many different places. You have to make it feel like a galaxy characters. You have to go through so much that you just barely happens, and the action's not even entertaining. When you make the action not entertaining, you know you've done bad. You know you're bad. So I'm not talking about much about this film. This film pissed me off so much. I love the first Independence Day, but this film can be great. And that's why Independence Day Resurgence is my number one most anticipated, most disappointing film of 2016. Well guys, that's my most disappointing film list. Hope you enjoy this. Let me know what your most disappointing film of the year. I'd like to know your thoughts. As a continuous mod, I'll do my most underrated. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you like my new quality that I can use my new camera for my videos from now on. You can always enjoy the video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Samuel One Wolf from Samuel One Wolf Reviews, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.